Let's set the stage with a few definitions. As we have previously discussed, a social enterprise or a social venture may be defined in many different ways. Here is one more definition. A social enterprise is any business venture created for a social purpose, mitigating or reducing a social problem or a market failure, and to generate social value while operating with the financial discipline, innovation, and determination of a private sector business. In this video, we are going to be looking at different classifications of social enterprises, as well as various operational models of social enterprises. An operational model illustrates configurations used to create social value and economic value. Social enterprises can be classified based on the level of integration between social programs and business activities. The first classification of social enterprises is embedded social enterprises. Embedded social enterprises are created for programmatic purposes. The social programs and business activities are one and the same. The enterprise's activities are embedded within the organization's operations, and social programs are central to its mission. Equal Exchange is a US-based fair trade coffee company. Equal Exchange purchases coffee beans and cocoa directly from small, democratically run farmer cooperatives in developing countries at fair trade prices, a guaranteed minimum price regardless of how low commodity markets fall. Equal Exchange pays a fixed rate of $1.26 and $1.41 per pound for organic certified coffee, in contrast to 45 cents and 60 cents per pound that buyers pay on the commodity markets. Let's look at Equal Exchange's business activities to see the embedded nature of their social programs. Equal Exchange's marketing strategy is to use their coffee packaging as a way of educating their users on the benefits of fair trade purchasing. Equal Exchange ensures that their product is of high quality by assisting farmers with sustainable techniques to promote ecologically friendly cultivation of coffee. Finally, Equal Exchange's financial motives are viability and not profitability. We can see that Equal Exchange is a mission-centric social enterprise. Its business decisions and activities are central to accomplishing its mission, which is to build long-term trade partnerships that are economically just and environmentally sound, to foster mutually beneficial relations between farmers and consumers, and to demonstrate through our success the viability of worker-owned cooperatives and fair trade. Embedded social enterprises are evident in operational models where social and economic activities are unified, social mission is the central purpose to the business, and the target population or clients are central to the model as direct recipients of social services. The following four operational models take the form of embedded social enterprises. The Entrepreneur Support Model sells business support and financial services to its target population. The social enterprise clients then sell their products and services on the open market. The social program is the business in the Entrepreneur Support Model. Common types of businesses that apply this model are microfinance institutions, legal service institutions, and technology and products that support entrepreneurs. A manufacturer and distributor of low-cost irrigation pumps sells its pumps and agricultural extension services to low-income rural farmers. The farmers become more productive and are able to turn around and sell their products on the open market. The social enterprise uses the income earned for covering operating expenses as well as investing in new product research and development. The market intermediary model of social enterprise helps its clients, usually small producers, access markets. The market intermediary either purchases the client-made products outright or on consignment, and then sells the products in high-margin markets at a markup. Fair trade organizations, agricultural organizations, and handicraft organizations all use the market intermediary model. A craft marketing cooperative creates economic opportunities for rural artisans. The artisans make handmade rugs, baskets, and sculptures that the cooperative then purchases. The solid line represents the products, and the dotted line represents the transfer of money. The co-op then markets the products overseas at a markup in order to cover their operating expenses and business growth. Earned income is also used by the cooperative for social activities tied to its business success. The employment model of social enterprise provides employment opportunities and job training to people with high barriers to employment, such as those with disabilities, at-risk youth, low-income women, and recovering addicts. The organization usually operates as an enterprise employing its clients and selling its products or services in the open market. A wheelchair manufacturing social enterprise is run by victims of landmine accidents who face discrimination and marginalization in the open market. The enterprise sells wheelchairs to hospitals and medical supply companies on the open market. The enterprise also makes a great effort to design workstations fitted to accommodate the client's handicaps. Income is used to reinvest in the business and cover social services costs of physical therapy and counseling for clients. The fee-for-service model of social enterprise commercializes its social services and then sells them directly to the target populations. It is one of the most commonly used social enterprise models among nonprofits. The social enterprise achieves financial self-sufficiency through fees charged for its services. Examples of fee-for-service social enterprises are schools, museums, hospitals, and clinics. A university charges students tuition fees for its educational services. These fees are used to reimburse the costs such as professors' salaries and building and ground maintenance. These fees are insufficient to fund new facilities for academic research, so the university supplements tuition income with a second fee-for-service enterprise: commercial scientific engineering research with pharmaceutical and technology companies. The second classification of social enterprises are integrated social enterprises. Integrated social enterprises expand or enhance the organization's mission, enabling it to achieve greater social impact. In integrated social enterprises, social programs overlap with business activities, often sharing costs and assets. The relationship between the business activities and the social programs are synergistic, adding value financially and socially to one another. The following operational models often take the form of integrated social enterprises. An enterprise that uses a service subsidization model sells products or services to an external market and then uses the income to fund its social programs. Let's consider a simple example. Consider a senior service enterprise. The business charges elderly patients who can afford the fees for their services. The company then uses that money to help cover the costs of providing those services to patients who cannot afford the fees. The market linkage model of social enterprise facilitates trade relationships between the target population and the external market. The social enterprise functions as a broker connecting buyers to producers and vice versa. Unlike the market intermediary model, this type of social enterprise does not sell or market clients' products. It just connects clients to markets. Many trade associations, cooperatives, and private sector partnerships use the market linkage model of social enterprise. An agricultural cooperative grows fruits, vegetables, and horticulture products, which it sells in domestic and export markets. The co-op realized that it had access to a lot of market information, so it started allowing its member farmers to have access to that information. This allowed the farmers more opportunities to maximize their earnings because they knew more about the market. The third classification of social enterprises is external social enterprises. The external social enterprises activities are external from the organization's operations, but support its social programs through supplementary financing. Motivation for economic activities is as a funding mechanism for social activities, and external social enterprises are often unrelated to the parent organization's mission. The organizational support model of social enterprise sells products and services to an external market. In some cases, the target population is the customer. The organizational support model is usually external. The business activities are separate from its social programs. This model is commonplace among Western nonprofit organizations across sectors. An environmental education organization decided to create a separate, for-profit subsidiary that contracts with the government to conduct environmental evaluations of private companies. The profits from this subsidiary are funneled to the nonprofit parent, and the income represents a major source of unrestricted funding. Each of these operational models is interesting individually. However, it's important to consider that social enterprises often combine operational models in order to capture opportunities in both commercial markets and social sectors. Combining models is a strategy used to maximize social impact, as well as diversify income by reaching new markets and creating new enterprises. You can think of operational models like building blocks that can be arranged to best achieve an organization's financial and social objectives. There are two different ways that models can be combined. Complex models are where combinations occur within a social enterprise, while in mixed models, the combination occurs at the level of the parent organization. Finally, we are going to briefly discuss two different methods that are used to enhance existing social enterprise operational models. The first model is called the franchise model, which enhances social enterprises by addressing the challenges of replication and scale. Essentially, any social enterprise that can be reproduced can be applied to the franchise model. This model helps increase the breadth of scale and the depth of scale. The private sector partnership method is when there exists a mutually beneficial relationship between a for-profit company and a nonprofit social enterprise. In this video, we have gone over the three different classifications of social enterprises, as well as various operational models social enterprises can use to create both social and economic value. It is important to consider that these operational models can be both combined and enhanced. In other words, as you can see, there are many different possibilities to consider when deciding the best operational model for your venture.